Left-wing arguments against clichés about mass immigration. 1. Migrants do the jobs our people won't. If you pay a decent wage and provide workplace safety and dignity, I assure you that Westerners will do any job under the sun. 2. We're a nation of immigrants. Calling somewhere like the USA a nation of immigrants is a bit of a sugarcoat. The Europeans arrived, massacred the locals, and conquered their lands were only immigrants in the most generous possible sense of the term. Same goes for the Normans in England, the Almoravids in Spain, the Spanish in Mexico, and so on. In any case, it's a naturalistic fallacy. Even if the USA was a nation of immigrants 200 years ago, it was a nation of slave owners 200 years ago, and Japan was a nation of samurai aristocrats. So what? 3. Without poor migrants, who will pick our cotton? Yeah, this sounds like something an antebellum Louisiana plantation owner would say in between sips of a mint julep. If your best defense of migration rests on the advantages of having exploitable serfs, you need to go have a long think about your ethics. 4. Migrants have hustle, unlike our lazy people. Yes, this is the Vivek Ramaswamy career suicide special. Bringing in desperate people who'll tolerate slave conditions under threat of deportation isn't ethical, and it's definitely not left-wing. It's frankly diabolical. 5. Migrants are ready to live 8 to a basement. This is straight-out slumlord propaganda. Anyone who says this wants to turn your country into a Charles Dickens novel. To the poorhouse. 6. Do you want to work back-breaking manual labor in the sun for $5 an hour? Citizens would do those jobs for a fair wage and dignified, safe conditions. There's no reason for a developed country to race to the bottom, competing with the poorest people on earth and the most deregulated and cruel economies. 7. Migrants are good for the economy. Sure, but who actually benefits? If you're Jeff Bezos or BlackRock Capital, maybe that's good for you. But for everyone else, it's just lower wages and higher rents. Cold comfort that your boss can buy a new yacht when you're struggling with medical bills and student debt. If the economy was more evenly shared, this might be a really good argument, but wealth inequality is growing every single year, and it's accelerated hugely since mass immigration started. 8. We need migrants to pay for Social Security. Now, it's pretty debatable that migrants actually have a positive fiscal impact, but even if they do, the answer to Social Security shortfalls isn't to put immigrants into some kind of crazy infinite population growth pyramid scheme. The answer is to fix the funding structure, stop wasting money on foreign wars, and tax wealth and rent seeking fairly. Immigrants shouldn't be used as cannon fodder for a short-sighted Wall Street Ponzi scheme. 9. No one is illegal on stolen land. I kind of like this one, but it does beg the question of how mass immigration is supposed to help dispossessed indigenous populations. It's a good soundbite, but I don't really understand the argument if you follow it to its logical conclusion. 10. The West colonized the world, and now they're crying about being colonized. They deserve it. This one's a bit odd as a defense of immigration, since it seems to equate immigration with colonization. Is immigration good or bad? Is it meant to be some kind of karmic punishment? That's not a very appealing defense of immigration, is it? 11. Without migrants, our food would be terrible. That's sort of true. It is kind of bougie though, isn't it? It's got a bit of that frivolous Marie Antoinette vibe. If you tell some working class bloke who's anxious about house prices and wages that you should just try the Wagyu beef sashimi and chickpea cilantro fufu, he's probably going to think that you're not taking his concerns very seriously. 12. My buddy's an immigrant and is lovely. Nobody on the left should have anything against migrants themselves, even if they do object to mass immigration, lowering wages, destroying unions, and raising rents. But that's not the migrants' fault, it's the elite's fault. And there are no left-wing objections to human beings existing. But there are